How you doing, everybody? Welcome to One Act Consulting. I'm your coach, Coach Renz, and today I want to tell you guys about what happened when I was working with my coach last night. That's right, I have a coach. If you had participated with in the 11-11 Path Towards Your Greatness, then you know that number 9 of 11 points to release your greatness is the fact that you must coach and be coached. I mean, you must be open to mentoring or coaching someone else if you decide that that's what you want to pursue, but you must also have a coach. If you believe for 1 second that the greatest athletes, that the greatest people in acting and singing, that the greatest people in business never had a coach, you're fooling yourself. You're giving yourself what we talked about in one of the signs that you're holding back your greatness, is that you're giving yourself an excuse of why not. You see, everyone who has been successful in life, who have went beyond the ability of just their natural talent, has had a coach. So I'm talking to my coach last night, and we're talking about the fact of over the course of my life, back in my past, there were times where I didn't give my 100% on the different aspects of my life, that I wasn't out there trying to truly fulfill my max capacity as far as when I was a Marine, as far as when I was a husband, as far as being a father, as far as sports when I was an athlete, as far as my education, as far as other businesses that I've had in the past. That there were certain time frames, certain instances where I didn't give 100%, where there were other times where I gave like 50, 60, 70%, and the few times that I gave 100%. And the results from each one of those are vastly different. Vastly different. You see, when I gave just my talent, I planted a half seed. You see, I planted a half seed in the ground and I expected a harvest. But guess what? The harvest never came. The harvest never manifested. It never showed itself to be readily apparent in front of me. I wasn't able to create something brand new. So I only gave a half seed. I planted a half seed. I tried to live just based on my talent. Now, unfortunately for me, in some of those areas, just my raw talent, and I'm sure that it is true for you in certain areas, your raw talent can get you above most people, above the average person. But then that gives you a false sense of achievement. You've had this before. I know you have. I can feel it. I know it. I can tell. For real, for real. So when I've done that, just my raw talent. For instance, when I played sports in high school, I played based on raw talent. I hated practice. I didn't give any extra effort. I didn't go in the gym and work out as hard as I could. I didn't study film like I wanted to. I didn't even know the plays half the time. I just used my raw talent just to get to be better than most people, and still was offered scholarships. Raw talent, and I took it for granted. And if I had put forth the effort, the work, my life would have been vastly different. Now, I don't look back on that and say I wish I shoulda, coulda, woulda, because that's life and that's what happened, and now I am who I am because of everything that has happened. There were times where I put forth more effort, and when I put forth more effort based on my natural talents, I was ranked as the number 2 Marine in all of Europe. But there were times where I didn't put forth as much effort, and my ranking wasn't as high. So how much effort was put into it based on my natural talents increased my productivity, increased the results, increased the abundance that came in my life. You see, some people will sit around and they will hope and pray and look for something to manifest in their lives. But as I had spoke to another young lady previously, when she did the same thing, but then she went out and she actually worked on it, actually applied additional laws beyond the basic law of attraction, but she applied the laws of cause and effect. She applied the laws of rhythm, the laws of vibration. Then guess what? What she desired didn't manifest, it was created. You see, manifesting is something that's already in front of you, but creating, the law of mentalism says that you create something brand new. You transmute that energy from one thing to the next, and she received exactly what it was that she was creating. But most of us are just manifesting, meaning that we're just revealing to ourselves what's in front of us because we're working on our pure talent alone. But sometimes when we do that, we don't receive the full bounty of what it is that we could have received. Meaning that you could have turned that business into a multi-billion-dollar business instead of a multi-million-dollar business, or instead of just a business that created a job for you. Many of us find ourselves in that situation where we created a job just for ourselves and we call it business. That's not business. That's just creating a job for yourself. That's mom and popish. Creating a business means creating a system that works without you, that when you are old and gray, that system still works to provide you income, that you can pass it down to the next generation. That's creating a business because it's a system. And when you create that system, then it lasts for generations. Many people don't do that. If you look at the Vanderbilt family, and I spoke about this in my video about the Rothschilds, the Vanderbilt family, none of them are millionaires now. But the name is still known. But none of them have ever even looked at achieving what the original Vanderbilt achieved because they did not learn nor understand the system. And we're going through that in our lives. We're planting half seeds. We're only planting the seed of our talent, and we're expecting a harvest. We're expecting this grand harvest that is a mile long, but yet we only planted a half seed. You got to plant a full seed, your talents plus your work. When you look at the ground, cultivate the ground, evaluate the ground, then you line the ground, you plow it, and then you plant a full seed, your talent plus your work. And then after you plant that full seed in this, and you've done the due diligence of it, and you cover it, and it starts to germinate, and now you're protecting it. You're protecting it by making sure no weeds comes up around it, no thorns, no thistles, and you're protecting it. And then you nurture it some more by giving it water and food and making sure it gets proper sunlight. Then all of a sudden it starts growing and growing, and you keep protecting it and you keep nurturing it, and you're working on that talent and increasing that talent, and you're working on your works that make it happen for you. And the next thing you know, you're starting to have a bounty. And when you have that bounty, you have more than you need, more than you can consume. You begin to be able to share it with all those around you. And then what you do is you take that and you go and you replicate it. You do it again and again. And the more you do it, the more successes that you have. That little seed of doubt that tried to plant itself inside of you, it starts to go away. You start getting rid of doubt. You no longer will think that if I reach out and do something, it may not work, because you've already seen the fact that when you plant a full seed, meaning your talent and your work together, your effort, and you've done that due diligence and you nurture it and you protect it, you know that you have a greater opportunity of success. So what happens? You start seeing even more and more success. And as you keep seeing more success, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's with your children, whether it's with education, it's with your job, it's with a company you start, with your physical health, all of a sudden what happens? You start just getting used to success. You start just breathing success. All of a sudden, other people come around you because they want to get some of that golden glow that you got on you, because they want some of that success as well. So you now just become this harbinger of success. When you step onto the playing field, success has already happened because you already know how it's been created in your life. So now all it has to do is manifest, because you've created an aura, a life, a system of success. Now, I wish you guys had been with me for the 1111 path towards your greatness, because there's so many different things we talked about. We talked about the laws of the universe that work towards your success. But guess what? These laws can work towards your failure if you don't know how to use them, or you use them improperly. But one of the main things we talked about is how to free yourself to be yourself. On this channel, on my coaching channel, as well as my Lorenzo Reed channel, and the Facebook pages as well, you're going to start to see more of who I am completely as a whole person. You see, I used to write poetry, but I stopped because my heart got broken. And even when it healed, I still never began writing poetry, so I let that part of me kind of set aside. It never died, but I let it set aside. I used to draw, and I was participating in art, but then I stopped. There were so many things that I used to do that I stopped. I used to study certain aspects. See, most people don't know what the trivium is, but I was studying the trivium a long time ago, but then when there was a lot of conflict in my life, I stopped studying the trivium. The trivium is understanding all things through grammar, logic, and rhetoric. And if you understand things through grammar, logic, and rhetoric, man, your heights are so amazing that you can go to. But, you know, guys, I want to invite you, because I want to keep this video long, I want to invite you to go to my Facebook page and join the Mastermind Group that I'm starting. So I had to flip it, go into our mastermind group. So here's the deal. This is what I offer to the people who participated in the Facebook Live event the other day, is the fact that this mastermind group is called our 360-degree transformational program. We are not just looking at being metaphysical and just working on your mindset. What we will work on throughout this entire year, 12-month cycle, is we will, if you see my video on finances, we will talk about how to raise your credit score and get into a great financial position so that you can start building wealth. We'll talk about investing. We'll talk about different techniques utilized to get you out of debt and different techniques utilized to start making money and continuously having income for yourself. We're going to have sections where we talk about your body being a temple and the best health practices that you can take for yourself, so that if you have a desire to lose weight, if you have a desire to put on muscle, some people know that I used to actively be a personal trainer. I'm still a master trainer and nutritionist, so there will be sections on making the body a temple and great foods to eat and exercise to do and keep a track and journal. We're going to lose weight. We're going to gain weight. We're going to do whatever is necessary for you to be in optimal health. See, it's about being healthy. The weight is just the results of you being healthy. So we're going to look at becoming healthy. We're also going to do modules on, and all of these are going to be webinars, and they're going to be emails to follow, and we're going to have other information that goes on a weekly basis. One of those things that'll be going on a weekly basis, as I said, one of the ways that we release our greatness is number 4 is daily meditations. You see, we're going to have meditations every day throughout the week, Monday through Friday, except for Saturday and Sunday they'll be the only ones that's not guided meditations. But Monday through Friday, we're going to have guided group meditations. That's right, synergy through energy. All right, synergy of energy is what we're going to have as we meditate together. You know, you've heard those things. If 2 or more gather together, if we are in agreement with one another and we tell the mountain to be cast into the sea, it casts into the sea. So we'll have our motivational meditations. We'll have our financial meditations. We'll have our tantric meditations. We will do our thankful meditation. We will do our forgiveness meditation. We will do all these different types of meditations. Monday through Friday will be guided meditation. Saturday and Sunday will be self meditations, because finding that point of peace in your life is vital. It is vital. We will also go through our Mastering You program. Our Mastering You program will do wonders for you. What that will do for you is it enables you to see your life as a whole and see what direction you're moving toward. If you're moving towards your goals, if you're moving away from your goals, if you're able to move towards your bucket list, or you're moving away from ever being able to accomplish your bucket list. It'll also help you to become more efficient in your day-to-day activities, as well as time management becomes a very vital piece of that. Now, we'll also cover leadership. First, as the Army would say, becoming a leader of one. But as the Marine Corps would say, we are going to begin a movement of leadership. A movement of leadership. We will start with individuals becoming leaders within themselves, and then from there you become a leader in your family, you become a leader in your community, you become a leader in your job, you become a leader in every aspect of your life, because as you lead, so you shall also follow, and you'll know the difference between the two. And then as you go through life being a servant leader and a upfront leader, you'll be able to magnify everyone around you as well as yourself, and you will see the bounty that comes with being an amazing leader. We're also going to talk about and do modules on relationships, how to find your divine and soulmate, how to find that person, how to get yourself in position so that your divine soulmate comes to you. So that they come to you, or when you meet them, you recognize them, you see them, and you develop that relationship with them, and how to cultivate other great relationships, whether it's in business or family or friends or with objects around you. How do you create a great relationship with the environment that you live in? So we're going to cover a lot in 12 months. That is a ton to cover. This is not for the faint of heart. This is not for those who can't run the race. This is for those who can run the race and finish and not be faint. So here's the thing. I'm going to give you an opportunity to try it for a month. Try it for a month. 1 month. Normally, with this program, my mastermind groups or my individual coaching, there is a 12-month promise, a 12-month promise to yourself, a 12-month promise to me and my team. There's a promise for you to be a part of it. But I'm going to give you an opportunity to just do it for 1 month, the first month. And if you don't like it, you can gladly step away. You won't, but you can. Just $97 for you to start out, do 1 month. You won't have to worry about the registration fee. We're going to take that out. And just for 1 month, you try it, see if you like it, if you like the webinar, if you like the meditations, if you like the emails, if you like the tracking systems, if you like everything that we do for you, everything that we give you, all the processes, if you like this, then we'll invite you then to make that commitment to yourself. Because at the end of the day, it's not a commitment to me. It's not a commitment to my team. It's a commitment to yourself. And I have to ask you the question, how much do you really love yourself? How much do you truly, truly love yourself? Do you love yourself to give the greatest opportunities in your life a chance to be a part of your life? Do you love yourself to create legacy for your family, create legacy for all those around you? Do you love yourself enough to become a great force within your community, a force that brings people together, a force that feeds people, a force that feeds people's mind, that feeds their body? Do you love yourself enough to have the greatest life you can possibly have the greatest love, the greatest relationships that you can possibly have? Do you love yourself enough to make as much money as you possibly can? Not for the sake of money, but the sake of what it does for you, what it will allow you to do, to fulfill that bucket list, to travel and see the places that you want to see, to help out the organizations that you want to help out, to start your own organizations if that be what you desire. Is that something for you? If that's something for you, then I implore you to go over to the Facebook page of Coach Renz and sign up for just that $97 for the first month, or contact me. Contact me and I'll send you a link for you to be able to sign up. Contact me here in this medium, and I'll send you the link, or send me an email at masteringyou10@gmail.com. masteringyou, the number 10@gmail.com, and we'll be able to get you started, get you ready, because guess what? We're going to start May 1st of 2017. May 1st of 2017. This is maybe the only time I offer it without a registration fee and without the full 12-month commitment. So you have an opportunity to get started now without the 12-month commitment, without the registration fee. And so I look forward to you guys being a part of it. So just go to the Facebook page, contact me here, however you want to do it. I'll make it easy for you, because it's not, like I said, it's not about me. It's about you. It's about you having an amazing life. It's about you being energetic and energized. It's about you being able to truly go out into the world and create and manifest all that you desire and deserve to have in your life. It's about you. It's about you, and it's about everything that you love and everyone that you love. So let me see how much you love. Let me see how much you love, and let me be, I'm begging you to let me be a part of your growth, because what I love is to see other people achieve and grow in such ways that they never imagined that they would grow in. You know, at the end of the day, when I see people just enjoying and loving the life that they have, and I know that I had a small part to play in that, then, I mean, there's so much joy I get out of that I know that is my purpose for being here, that's what I was created for, and that's what I co-create with my creator, to do that and be a part of people's lives in that format. I mean, it's an amazing thing. It's an amazing thing. You know, every time I do it, I'm fulfilling my bucket list. I'm fulfilling my bucket list because I'm doing what I'm purposed to do. And I want to help you to find what you're purposed to do, and be able to fully work to your full capacity. And when you do that, additional opportunities will come your way, and we fulfill those capacities as well. You'll get the full understanding of that in our first session of Mastering You. So I look forward to it, guys. Y'all have a great day. Enjoy this day. I don't know where you are, but here in Atlanta, we got some beautiful weather today. If it wasn't for that yellow pollen stuff, it'd be an amazing day. But I love the pollen, because without the pollen, then plant life would not exist. It would all die. So I gotta learn how to love the pollen, y'all. Gotta learn how to love the pollen, for real, for real. Even though it gives me a headache, but I gotta learn to love it. So y'all have a great day. Enjoy yourself. Remember, your greatness is non-negotiable, and I look forward to you joining the Mastermind Group.